Okay, so let's just start out by saying, okay, actually, all right. So this is a speech about Todd Hoffner, and we're just the Minot State football team since we have our spring game today. It was a long spring. On January 31st, we got word that our first head coach, Paul Rudolph, was going to UND to be the offensive coordinator at the University of North Dakota. And so that kind of took us all by surprise because most of us were all recruited by him. He was one of the best coaches, I've ever had, and it was just really weird that our head football coach is leaving and we're going to get a whole new staff. So that was weird. December 31st, and then so a whole month goes by and we get there's a hiring process of a new head coach. And there's about 150 applicants, and it comes down to 3, and one of them's Todd Hoffner. And I don't know if any of you heard the story, but he was accused of child pornography on his phone when he turned his phone into the school at Minnesota State Mankato, and the school took quick action and without asking questions, they banned him from the football team. They banned him pretty much from the school, and then he wasn't really fired, but later on in April or something of that year in 2012, he got fired, and so he put his name into our hiring process, and we were like, okay, we see he has a future. We see he has a background, and it's a little shaky, but we're going to give him a chance. That's exactly what our athletic director, Mr. Hedrick, said, and so we did it. We gave him a chance, and about 2 months later, there's an arbitration ruling that says that if he wants, he can go back to Minnesota State University in Mankato, get all his money back, all the money that he lost, the team, the program that he built, he can just get it back. So he had a decision to make. I don't think it was a very good decision, but I just want you guys to see this decision.
I'm on with Jim Fleming at the moment when he's done.
And the decision that I plan on making here today, so thank you very much for attending and covering this situation. I've been coaching at Minot State University for the last 2.5 months. The last week an arbitrator ruled that I can have my job back at Minnesota State University in Mankato. While the past 2 years have been a nightmare for my family and me, it's not changed the fact that I've always wanted to coach college football at Minnesota State University in Mankato. I have therefore making a decision moving forward, strongly considered my family and my family's interest and plan to return to Minnesota State University in Mankato. I'm a football coach.
And there it is. He just, said that he was returning to Minnesota State Mankato. And in my eyes, this was a very negative way to be seen and be heard. I understand that he had a very hard decision. I don't know if I could do it if I was put in his shoes, but I don't understand why a person could go back to a school that did that to him. For 102 days, there's mugshots of him. He got put to jail. His life was ruined for 102 days, and he went back to the school that did that to him. And so the very first day he went back to that school, the kids, all but 3 people on the football team, refused to play for him. They said, we're not playing for you unless Aaron Keene, which was our coach for 2 years while Hoffner was gone, is our head football coach. And so legally, they can do whatever they want, the kids, but legally, Hoffner has to be the head football coach at University of Minnesota State Mankato because he was wrongfully taken from that school, I guess. But I don't know, it kind of left our team a little shaken. We didn't know. We were just like, wow, somebody could really do that. Somebody really could do that to us after we give them a chance. So in our eyes, he was seen and heard very negatively in this whole school. So we hired a new guy. His name's Tyler Hughes from Southern Virginia. And ironically, we were on the other end of him making it. He got hired at Southern Virginia in March, and a couple days later he took the job with us. So we were kind of at the other end of the spectrum with Coach Hughes, but we play Coach Hoffner in week 3, so we'll just be seen and be heard then.